I'm Corinne Schaefer, and welcome to Create Outside the Box. In this episode, I'm giving a special behind-the-scenes look at creative operations, our challenges, our successes, and the impact we hope to make in the world. If you're interested in watching this episode, please visit the Creative Operations YouTube channel under the playlist, Create Outside the Box. Creative Operations was originally founded in Hamburg, Germany in 2019. Sechelle Beck and I had been running Opera and Tap Hamburg for a few years, and we were ready to expand and take on new challenges and opportunities. In 2020, when I moved back to the United States, I took over and founded Creative Operations as a nonprofit in New Jersey in late 2021. I feel like there are a lot of stereotypes and preconceived notions around opera and classical music. Our mission at Creative Operations is to break down those stereotypes and to make these art forms more accessible to audiences. We do that through affordable ticket prices, free performances, our programming, and our collaborations with other artists and organizations. We want to show how diverse this art form actually is. And in addition, show how classical music and opera has inspired or has been inspired by other art forms and musical genres. So you may be wondering how we came up with the name Creative Operations. So we were in Germany and we were meeting with a dear friend who is mentoring us on a project. And he basically said that if we marketed this project as opera, that it would be box office poison. So we wanted to prove that wrong. So we came up with Creative Operation. So opera is in the word and it's highlighted with the idea of sneaking in the opera. So we're going to sneak it in and you're going to enjoy it anyway. And our beautiful logo that was designed by artist Philip James does that in a really smart, beautiful, subtle way. So you'll see opera is large, but it's still part of the word. And then, of course, if we're writing it out, it's a little bit more obvious because we do opera in all caps for operations. Projects are initiated in many different ways. Sometimes I'm inspired by a business or an artist that I would love to collaborate with. Other times I have an idea and I'm looking for organizations and artists to work with to bring that idea to life. I truly believe that we are stronger together. So I'm constantly looking to connect the projects to community, whether that's collaborating with other nonprofits, local businesses, organizations, or social or educational outreach initiatives. We want people to engage and support the arts, but what is their motivation? What are we giving to them? I truly believe that the way forward for the arts, especially the classical arts, is by making the arts integral to the social fabric of our communities. There are a lot of challenges one faces as a nonprofit, and I like to refer to Creative Operations as a baby nonprofit. We are learning as we go. And it's my goal that as we continue to grow, that we remain flexible so that we can adapt to what best serves our audiences. Funding is always a challenge that nonprofits face and how to create something that's sustainable. So a lot of time is put into research, grant writing, and development so that we can bring our ideas to life. Sometimes a project or an idea doesn't move forward. Perhaps you move away from or grow out of a collaboration. And while that's disappointing, there's always a good reason. And you always learn something from that experience that you take away with you that hopefully makes you a stronger person and a stronger creative moving forward. Nothing makes me happier than bringing ideas to life. And oftentimes the realization of the idea is better than the initial concept. I love that through these projects that I get to meet so many talented artists, performers, businesses, nonprofits, and organizations. I'm particularly proud of our community performance initiative, Feed the Soul, where we give a free meal and a free performance to underserved members of our community. And I am grateful and happy that this initiative is growing and is going to become an annual event that our community can rely on. Next season is shaping up to be incredibly exciting. First up, we will be collaborating again with 3BR Distillery in Keyport to bring you a special event that highlights the greatest hits of opera, operetta, and musical theater. We have some great news to share. We were recently awarded a grant from the APGAR Foundation in support of our community performance initiative, Feed the Soul. I am incredibly grateful and excited to see this initiative grow into an annual event that our community can look forward to and rely on. We are also looking at doing some thematic programming, expanding on American music and American opera and classical music. And this would probably be a series of concerts that would end the 2024-2025 season and move into the 2025-2026 season. We're hoping to have a variety of concerts and events that spotlights the diversity of American music and its influences on American opera and classical music. And we're also hoping to have some outside events, maybe some online events, to really make this feel like almost like a festival throughout a longer period of time where people can go on a journey with us through this special programming. So I would really love to see that come to life. Those are our plans moving forward. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. Thank you for your continued support. I hope that you've enjoyed this brief behind the scenes look at creative operations. If you have any questions about creative operations or anything that I brought up during this podcast, anything that you're curious about, drop us an email at contact@creative-operations.org. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Create Outside the Box. Please subscribe, rate, and share our podcast. You can listen to Create Outside the Box on Spotify, Buzzsprout, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Check us out on our Creative Operations YouTube channel, where you can subscribe to watch our interviews. You can find and follow Creative Operations on our Facebook page and on Instagram at @CO_Creative Operations. For more information about Creative Operations, please visit www.creative-operations.org.